Thank y'all so much. Do y'all know about Facebooks? You know about those? We have one. And when I was coming up in school, we had these things called a yearbook. And it was kind of, I guess, it was sort of the same because it had pictures of everybody's faces in it, you know. And you'd always get the yearbook like at the end of the year, like the last few days of school. And the function of it was, best I could tell, was if you were a guy like I was, there would be this girl, see, that you were always afraid to talk to. But when the yearbooks came out, what you would do would be go around and get people to write in them, you know, and all your friends would go, sure, I'll, you know, write something in there. But there was this girl that, you know, you were afraid to talk to during the year, but this was your chance to, like, break the ice here, you know. So you take your yearbook and, you know, you'd see her down the hall with her friends, and they were all giggling and doing girl stuff. And as you're walking down the hall, you know, your sweaty palms and stuff with your yearbook, and they see you coming. She sees you coming, right? She knows what's going to happen. And she turns around and she's like whispering to her friends, and they all look at you and giggle and stuff. And so, but you're like, are you going to do this? So you go right up to her and you say, would you write something in my yearbook? Mm-hmm. And she's like, you know, rolling her eyes and stuff. But she takes it, and, you know, then she's supposed to give you her yearbook, which she does. It's like a miracle. And so you like take her yearbook, and you can't say anything else. You take her yearbook and you go, you know, down the hall and find this quiet place where you can write, and you turn to the back. In the back of the yearbooks, they had blank pages, which is this was what they were for, right? So you find a nice whole page that nobody's written on yet, because she's like the most popular girl in school, like the head cheerleader and stuff. And so everybody's already written in it, but you've managed to find, you know, one blank page that nobody's written on. And so you write something like, "Hey, you've never talked to me, but I sit 2 seats behind you and 1 row over in Miss Johnson's math class, and I spend most of my days looking at the back of your head and how beautiful your hair is. And I remember one day," and you're writing all this down, and because you've been planning this. And I remember one day, I think it was October 12th, and it was a Thursday, and you had on that great blue dress that you wore every other Thursday, and it was so beautiful. And the sun was shining in the window on your blonde hair, and it just looked like your hair looked like your whole head was surrounded in this golden sheen. And I was looking at the back of your head and the light shining on it, and Miss Johnson called on me for like the square root of 13. And all I could say was, "I want to run my fingers through your hair." And Miss Johnson was not amused, and she made me go to the office, and they called my parents. And but my therapist says I'm getting better now. But that's why I wasn't in school for the last couple of months. And I just thought you might want to know this, and I look forward to seeing you next year, and I hope I'm in your class then. And you sign it, you know, Timmy. And so then you go back and find her. You know, she's with her friends again, and you go up to her and you hand her yearbook back, and she gives you yours, and you can't wait to see what she wrote in it. It's like, you go running down the hall and find this little quiet place again and open it up to where she signed it, and it says something like, "You're stupid." And so best I can figure, yearbooks and Facebooks are sort of the same thing in that, but there's one big difference. With yearbooks, you'd carry them around and try to get other people to write good stuff about you in there. And as far as I can tell, Facebook is you write good stuff about yourself on there and then try to get other people to say, "Yeah, that's right." Anyway, we've got one, and you can write some good stuff on it for us, and we'd appreciate it.
And we're going to sign David up for Facebook immediately after this show, and we hope you all send him a friend request.
Please friend him on Facebook.
I don't know. I'm just saying. We'll do your